You get to go after your goals and dreams every day, and it's possible. It's possible. Whatever your fight is, whatever your battle is, it's possible to get there. You just got to believe it. I love what Ed said at the end. You're one decision away from changing your life. You're one decision away from having a completely different life. You're one thought away. You're one challenge away, one decision away from you completely changing your life. Do you believe that? Right? Because again, we become what we think. And a lot of us changing our life, getting to the life we don't need a break from, pushing through adversity, it really just comes down to our beliefs. Do we believe it's possible? Do you believe that there can be breakthrough? Do you believe that you're one decision away from your life being completely different? I believe that, and I want you to believe that for yourself. Lots of reminders in there. These types of things should fire you up and get you excited, but more of it is how are you talking to yourself in these ways? Are these things that you inherently know? And are you using this as self-talk? Or when we're off of these calls or when we're not focused on these things, do we have the enemy talking to us? Do we have the doubt? Do we have the worry? Do we have the fear? Is that what is running our mind? Is that the voice that's inside of our head? Or do we have the voice of hope, of love, of abundance, of knowing that it's possible, of having faith over fear? What is running our operating system? This is just a reminder that we have to have faith run the operating system, not fear. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Fear isn't even real. In scripture, it says, right, he did not give us a spirit of fear. That is not from God. Like it's not of us. Like it's fake. It's the enemy. It's false evidence appearing real. We can lean on the faith side to know that all things are possible. You have to believe, right? I want you to recognize in this holiday season when you're surrounded by things that are, to be grateful for, friends, family, community, whatever it is. Listen to people. How are you operating? Are you operating out of that love and abundance and faith and hope? Or are we operating out of fear and worry and doubt and all the other things? My challenge to you is to operate out of faith, not fear. What's the benefit of fear? What's the benefit of waiting? What's the benefit of not going after your dream? Les Brown said that in there. What's the benefit? Is there a benefit to fear? Is there a benefit for you not going after the life you want? Is there a benefit for you not doing the intentional work? There's no benefit. As it says in our book, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets, people want to arrive safely at death, right? You just want to arrive there safely. That's not the case. It's not the case. There's no time to wait. You got to have that sense of urgency. Block out the noise. Cut out the noise. All of the things. I shared this with y'all. I shared this with some of the team that you got to take some time as we are wrapping up 2025, as we're heading into 2026. You got to take some time to be with yourself, to block out the noise. Take away all of the things that are coming in your eye gates and ear gates. Don't listen. Don't talk to people. Take a day to seclude yourself. Take a day to sit with your thoughts. Take a day to write out your vision. Take a day to just sit and understand what it is you're going after. But we got to block out the noise in order to do that, y'all. Life is too noisy. You're constantly taking in inputs, people around you, social media, television, all the things. You're taking in these inputs. Well, can we separate ourselves for a little bit towards the end of this year? Can we separate ourselves for a day? Can you separate yourself for 2 days and just sit with you? Spend some time in your prayer closet. Spend some time meditating. Spend some time writing out your thoughts. Spend some time journaling. Spend some time doing this stuff so that you can prepare yourself for next year, for the things you want to go off and do, for the life that you want to live. Can't go into next year carrying some of the baggage that you have this year. We got to let some of that stuff go. So guess what? You got to block out some of the noise. You got to take some time for yourself, y'all. You got to get focused. Focused. We've talked about this throughout these calls. You got to get focused. Follow one course until successful. Focus. It's hard to focus. How do we get focused? We can write it down and we can start reading our vision, reading our goals. I talked to the team about our master plan to energize and focus. I have it there for y'all too. Do you have it all written out? Do you know exactly what you want to be in your health, in your finances, in your business, in your spiritual life, in your relationships? You have a goal. Do you understand the man or woman you are becoming, the man or woman you want to become? Is it written down? Do you read it? Is it clear to you? These are the questions. These are the things you got to take time doing as we're wrapping up this year, y'all. We got 1 week left in this year. 2025 is gone. Now we get a chance to set this up for 2026. We get a chance to head into a brand new year, but we got to be different. We got to be intentional about some things. We got to change some things. We got to leave some things in 2025 to get better outcomes in 2026. Les Brown in there said, don't get knocked down while you're sitting down. Said, don't get knocked down while you're sitting down. That means we got to get in the game. You got to get in the game. What are you in the game of? Don't let life just keep throwing you punches and you're just trying to block all the punches. Like, oh, life's hitting me this way. Life's hitting me this way. No, throw some punches. Get in the game. Get on the field. What are you going after? Back to your vision. Back to what you've written down. That's how you throw punches back at life, because life is going to keep throwing them at you. Health challenges, family challenges, other relationship challenges, financial challenges, business challenges. All of it is going to be a challenge. And if you just stand back and you're sitting on the sidelines, taking these punches, eventually you're not going to get back up. You got to get up. You got to get in the game. You got to get mentally, emotionally, spiritually stronger in this season. So not only can you handle the punches life is throwing, you can start throwing some punches. You can start fighting back. Are you willing to fight for your goals? Are you willing to fight for your dreams? Are you willing to fight for the life that you want? It's going to be a fight. If you know that, get prepared. If you know you have a fight coming up, if you know you're about to step in the ring with somebody, you would prepare. You would prepare. You would get in the gym, you get your stamina right, you'd hit the bags like you would prepare, right? So guess what you got to do in life? You got to prepare. You got to prepare. You got to get mentally, emotionally, spiritually stronger in order to handle what's up ahead. That's your challenge. That's my encouragement to you. Got to expand your vision. I wrote that down. Expansion of your vision. That's how you involve yourself more in life. The more you put into your life, the more you get out of your life. The more you put into this thing, the more you're going to get out of it. So you got to start expanding the vision. Don't disqualify yourself from success. Don't disqualify yourself from success. You are capable. Whatever your background, whatever the adversities are, whatever the challenges are, it doesn't matter. You are capable. Don't disqualify because you haven't seen it, because your experiences will tell you something different, that you haven't really been able to get over the hump, or whatever the enemy comes and tries to tell you. We can't listen to those things. We got to know that it's possible. Whatever life you're dreaming of, whatever vision you have, you can go after it and you can make that thing happen. But something he said in there, the only way to grow is to risk. We got to take some risks, ladies and gentlemen. I know middle class, we don't always like that word. We like to play it safe. We don't always like the word risk. We're always trying to figure out how do we avoid some of the risk. But hey, in order to get to the life you want, you're going to have to risk some things. You're going to have to sacrifice some things. You're going to have to step out on that ledge. You're going to have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to risk embarrassment. You're going to have to risk judgment. You're going to have to risk some relationships. Like, that's a part of the journey. Not everyone you're around now can come along on the journey with you. As long as you know where you're going, you got to take some of those risks. You got to put yourself out there. In our text 177, Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class, it says champions take risks. Champions take risks. You want to be a champion in your life. You want to pursue the life you don't need a break from. You want health, wealth, love, and happiness. You want all the things, the fulfillment. You got to take some risks. The people that don't risk anything, there's no reward. Without the risk, there's no reward. So we have to put ourselves in a position to want to take these risks. Here's what it says in the text. It says, average performers are risk averse. They've been taught that to make it through life in one piece, play it safe, and be thankful they have a roof over their head. Sound familiar? I feel like someone told me that recently. Anyway, it said, stay below the radar and you won't get hurt. seems to be their worldview. With a mindset rooted in fear and scarcity, they unconsciously set a goal of arriving safely at death. World-class performers work from an abundance-based consciousness rooted in love, which knows no limit or bounds. The pros take risks, not because they're necessarily more courageous, but because they believe they can get back anything they lose. In the minds of champions, resources and money are abundant. As a result, the fear of loss has very little influence with this group. Champions have always been risk takers because they have come to understand that business and life are about learning and growing. Just say that sentence one more time, y'all. One more time. Champions have always been risk takers because they have come to understand that business and life are about learning and growing. And how can you learn and grow when you never step out and try something new and exciting? How can you learn and grow if you never step out and try something new and exciting? There's never a lack of resources, only a lack of ideas. Without risk, there can be no progress. All of us only have so much sand left in the hourglass, and one day our sand will run out. The time to risk is now, and the great ones know it. The time to do this is now. We're wrapping up a year. God has blessed you to see an entire year. Last year, you had plans for what 2025 would look like. Now you're going to have plans for what 2026 will look like. I hope, I pray, my encouragement to you is that you are putting things down that are going to force you to learn and grow. The life that you're asking for is going to force you. It's going to pull you to do things that you haven't done before, to do things you're not necessarily comfortable doing in order to learn and grow. In all things, get an understanding, and you need to get an understanding that life is about learning and growing. That's how we become. You are becoming something. It's not about what you have. It's not about what you choose to do. It's about who you are becoming. And the way we become is through learning and growing. The way we learn and grow is by taking some risks. It's by doing some things that are outside of our comfort zone, by challenging ourselves in all of the areas. Challenge yourself in your relationships. There are probably some crucial conversations you need to have with some people that you've just been avoiding. There's probably that phone call you need to make to mend a relationship, or to talk about how someone hurt you, or to reach out because you hurt somebody. Whatever the case is, that is outside of your comfort zone, and that will help you grow in your relationship. That'll help you learn how to be a better friend, be a better communicator, be a better leader, whatever it is. Can you do the same thing in your health? Can you do the same thing in your finances? Can you do the same thing in your business? How can you step out and learn and grow if you haven't tried anything new? You're one decision away from changing your life, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what I want you to know this Christmas Eve, as you're, again, spending some time maybe outside of work, outside of your work. You're with family, you're with friends. Understand, you need to take some time to really think about and be intentional about the life that you're going after. Intentional about the life that you don't need a break from. That's what we're here to do. We're continuing to learn and grow. The way you learn and grow is by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone more frequently. More frequently, y'all. What is it, right? What does it benefit us? What's the benefit for sitting back and not playing this game of life to its fullest? What's it benefit you to not go after your goals and dreams? What's it benefit you to not sacrifice some things and take some risks? What does it benefit you? That you can arrive safely at the end? That you just skated through and made it through? That's not what we're here to do. That's not what God called us to do. We're here to make impact. You're here to, right, be able to impact the world with your specific talents and gifts and skills and all those things. But it's going to require you to become a different person, y'all. That's the message. I love you guys. I want you to win. You deserve it. Your families deserve it. If nobody tells you, I'm going to constantly tell you, like, you deserve to win. You deserve the life that you're thinking about. You deserve to have the things. You do. Now we just got to get to work. That's all. It's not just going to come to you. It's not just going to arrive safely there. It's going to require work. It's going to require you becoming better, learning and growing. You're climbing this mountain. You got to know life is going to get harder before it gets easier. But you got to be willing to continue to push and continue to go through these journeys. Stay focused, stay intentional about what it is you want to make happen. And remember, if you change your thinking, you change your life, right? If you change your thinking, you can change your life. This is where all of it starts. If you believe it's possible, it's possible. Whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, either way, you're right. So let's believe that we can this holiday season. Let's go into 2026 a much better, stronger human being, y'all. Merry Christmas to all of you that celebrate. Happy holidays to you. Pray blessings over you and your families. Continue to have the tough conversations if needed this season, but really be intentional about your growth, your continued growth, y'all. Love you guys. I'll see you back here on Friday. Merry Christmas. Take care.